right. Sam, we off. Gotta probably clean up the gym first, eh? What do you think? What do you think? Sammy, where did I put my... I think once the stream just kicks on, I become the most forgetful person known to man. All right. Ugh. Need to move this out of the gym. What's up, gamer? Thanks for stopping in and saying hey. Oh, Sammer. Oh. I need to grab some coconut water. I've not eaten lunch yet, so should be an interesting workout. If you wanted to strategize your macros a little bit, you could have a pretty carb-heavy meal. Maybe an hour before a workout. That can be pretty helpful for keeping everything primed and ready to go. Carbs are not bad for you. Carbs do not cause you to gain weight any more than anything else that's in surplus. And so they can be very helpful for a workout, but I like to have them at least, sorry, I'm trying to fix my tripod here, at least a half hour before. And usually I'll do like a little bit of fruit and roll that way. So yes, I got my highly dilute coconut water today. What's up, MC? Welcome everybody. Anton, welcome to the stream for the first time, I believe, unless you've been lurking in the background. It's good to have you guys. Now that I've fixed my tripod, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you. Appreciate that, NC. It is a good way to support the stream. Like the stream, double tap the screen. Just getting a quick sort of arms day. Flower follow. What's up? Hello. Welcome to the stream. You get fatter, you get uglier, you lose hair. The older you get, the more unemployable you get, right? I don't know if that's necessarily true. Getting older can be difficult, for sure. But there are also a lot of upsides to getting older that people don't usually talk about, to be honest. Hopefully you get smarter as you get older. Tell me your favorite movie. Oh, man. Those of you that are regulars on the streams know that I am pitifully ignorant because I don't watch a lot of movies or TV, really, for that matter. And so, favorite movie, man. I'm trying to think. I've seen some like Christopher Nolan stuff, and obviously like what's his name? The guy that does all the mob movies. Oh my word, Scorsese. All sorts of stuff. Ooh, we already have the trolls working already. Inglourious Basterds is good. Tarantino movies are pretty good, if that's your thing, anyways. You hate the fact the smallest one sticks out. Hello from Texas. Hello from another state in the same country. Zach, hello. Welcome to the stream. Like I said, like the stream if you're feeling like it. We're going to get some warm-up sets in here, supersets, some biceps, triceps, shoulders, and then kind of go from there and see how we're feeling. Took a little bit of a break last few days. Had some family in town. And so I'll get this stream in, maybe one in tomorrow. We shall see. I've been working out, just haven't been streaming it. And then another break for about a week probably. So anyways, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you guys. Zach, how has life been? No, I wasn't sure if it would be a full 2 weeks or not. We ended up having a break in between family visiting. So you like that I don't have tattoos? Nope, I don't have any tattoos. I think people look rad either way, you know, like they can be, there's some pretty sick looking tattoos out there. I've thought about getting one, but I came to the conclusion that I cannot decide what I would like for an indefinite amount of time / forever. And so there's no reason to, for me to get a tattoo unless I have a really good reason. So no tattoos currently. Totally blank slate. All right. Feels good. Joints are nice and worked up. Sambucha, hello, welcome to the stream. You have a tattoo, just one. The whale tattoo, right? Was it a whale? It was a whale, wasn't it? I think we talked about this. Yeah, if I got a tattoo, what I'd like to get is like my whole like shoulder cap through my back done. But I just don't know what I would get, and so I'm not gonna do that, especially that big of a tattoo if I don't know. I think the body's gorgeous naturally. I feel like if I want to paint, put some edible on. I'll put some edible paint on. I want to paint. I'll put some edible and take it off. I see what you mean. Octopus, not a whale, an octopus. That's right. So close. Yeah, so actually, I had a fake ruler tattoo that I was thinking about getting on my arm. So I did the temporary tattoo of that, but I just didn't. I don't know. I didn't use it enough. Sammy, get. I didn't use it enough, and just wasn't really feeling it. All right, that'll be the working weight, I think. That feels good. Please don't spam the chat. I don't know what you mean, see your body. I can see my body. You know, ruler tattoo is genius, though. Yeah, it was a 6-inch tattoo that was divided into 1/4-inch segments on one side, and then metric on the other side, so centimeters and millimeters, actually. So that was pretty sweet. I like the idea. It's just, I don't know, in practice, I don't feel like I used it. I think I used it once while I was at work. But yeah, decided against getting that one, at least for now. And also the only place that you'd want a tattoo like that would be on your forearm, really, to be able to measure stuff easily. And I didn't really want my first tattoo to be in a spot I couldn't cover up if I had to, or felt like I had to. All right, that feels good. No, Edward, I'm not going to take my t-shirt off. Spirit level piercing next. What is a spirit level? Oh, is that like a piercing that has a level on it? Is that what you're saying? That'd be cool. Tattoos fade. Yes, that's the other reason. Like, you get a tattoo and it looks sick right now, but then in 2 years, 5 years, 10, 20, 30 years, they just mush out, and yeah, it just doesn't look great, to be honest. That's my feeling on it. Some people don't. I grew up in a tattoo parlor. Okay. You're always having to get it touched up. Yeah, I know the thin line tattoos are really popular, I think, especially with millennials these days. And I know tattoo artists are like, this is going to look terrible. It looks cool now, but in like literally a year, and especially 5 years, it's not going to look good because the lines are so thin. Got my tattoo in 2019 and it already is starting to look weird. Okay, so what are you, 5 years down? Phoenix, how well does lasering a tattoo off work? Does that work pretty well? I know you have to do multiple treatments usually. I also don't regret not having a tattoo, but I feel like I might regret getting a tattoo. The tentacles, that is not what I read in my head at first. Yikes, are starting to blend together because, like you said, it's thin. Yeah. Died from too many tattoos. She had them all over. Is that a thing? Dying from tattoo ink? I've never heard that before. Eventually, we're going to be pulling a whole stack with tricep pushdowns. Right now we're pulling 50 and the stack goes to 85. I don't even think I'd be able to do like a 60-pound push down though. We'll see. We'll do a 1 rep max on push downs. How about that? Contaminated her and she got stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Good grief. It was not a dirty joke. It was just what my brain interpreted, Zach. Come on. Your skin is the largest organ. That's true. Sorry to hear that. That sucks. Good grief. Connor, can I do a 70-pound push down? This is dumb. Nope. No way. Nope. We'll stick with 50 for now. We'll get there eventually. Insane Perry. You'd have to define properly. It's indescript. I don't understand why people jump on here for the first time and they're like, oh, I'm going to give advice. You can get tattoo markers. I just don't know how well they work. Burns. Oh man, that's terrible, Phoenix. Sorry to hear that, man. Yes, that's true. You technically didn't intend for it to be dirty. It came up. That was, though. Well, you know what? You can't win them all. Can't win them all. And when you write tentacles, when almost everybody else in the troll stream is writing not tentacles, you can see why it would be. Why it could be easily misconstrued. Ooh. What are you doing, Sammy? Sanjay, what's up? Mars or another galaxy? Yep, just been jetting around, you know, the usual. No, I had to, I took a streaming break for about a week. And I'll be gone again by Sunday for about another week or so. So, how have you been, man? Good to see you. Bring all your friends. Oh, the right wrist doesn't feel so good right now. Oh. I'm needing to start exercising. I'm a cow. Oh, don't say that. Yeah, I mean, we talk a lot about getting started exercising on this channel and on streams here. I've only been working out for about a year and a half. Yeah, I mean, everybody's psychology is a little bit different. You know, we talk a lot about strategies for getting to the gym, strategies for staying in the gym, a little bit of form to try to stay healthy. That would be the goal. And then also fat loss, dieting, and just kind of general nutrition stuff. Not a nutritionist, not a doctor. Don't listen to me. I'm a stooge streaming on YouTube. But yeah, just something to keep in mind. I've reached 122 pounds. I like being 11 pounds. Well, you're only 11 pounds over your goal weight. So, yeah, I mean, if 111 is your number, you know, there are ways to get there for sure. But I think a lot of times there's some mental work that has to be put in for, you know, like body image. And but this is general, Phoenix. This is not about you. Just speaking generally, but you know, everybody has, I think, probably some form of dysmorphia. So for some people, getting to a certain weight will never be enough, or getting to a certain muscularity will never be enough. And so just something to keep in mind. $55 kilos, yeah. Yeah, Phoenix, just as long as your eating health habits are healthy, and your mental health is in check, we'll say. Sorry, I shouldn't talk through sets here. Um, oh wow, NC, that's a good memory. I'm 174, by the way. Are you still losing weight, Zach? I feel like that's below where you said that you were before. I quit my job. Okay, well, I put in the 2 weeks. I can change it, I think. I'm going to quit because it's becoming too much to drive at night. I see what you mean. Yeah, especially when it rains out, it can be really tough to drive at night. 5 feet, 4 inches, a shrimp too. Okay, 5'4" is pretty average for women's height, I believe. But I would guess 111 pounds is pretty below average for that height. But yeah, like I said, as long as your mental health is in check and your nutrition is is in order and there are no like eating disorders, get after it. If you feel like being 111 pounds, do it. Roger, do you exercise for what? To be like Rooney? Who's Rooney? I don't know who Rooney is. I exercise for to be stronger, to be more muscular. Well, first to be more muscular, secondarily to be stronger. And it helps my mental health too as well. So my weight fluctuates, but within the past few months, it's been within the 170 range. That's just what it said on the scale this morning. Okay, cool. Got it. Knew someone at 14, they were double the amount Phoenix weighs. Yeah. Do homeopathic medicine? Okay. Like that's your job, you mean? Or do you mean like you take homeopathic treatments? I think I'm going to go to college next year. Oh, cool. Should have gone after high school. I'd have graduated by now. Yeah, I mean, let me get this set in. We'll talk about that a little bit. That's 4 sets so far. I'm 5'10", about 120. Everyone calls me a stick. I'm 5'10" and 155 while we're throwing it out. Seems to look like no biceps, triceps, or abs pack. You're saying I don't have biceps, triceps, or abs pack is what you're saying? See, I like being a stick. Yeah, I mean, if that's your preference, go for it. Kind of whatever makes you happy. Best time to work out for intermediate fasting. I don't know. I don't really fast. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm inclined to believe there probably isn't really a best time. There might be, marginally a best time, but it's probably not like the difference between a huge effect and a tiny effect or no effect at all. It's probably a pretty small effect. I don't fast just because my goal is to get 150 grams of protein every day. And I want to perform well in my workouts. And so I usually have some carbs before, during, and certainly after. And I eat at least 4 meals of protein per day to hit my goal. So that's a lot of question marks. That's true. I'll check your channel. What's the meaning of eccentric scientist? What makes you keep that name or adopt it? Yeah, good question. It's kind of a tongue-in-cheek reference. Sometimes scientists are eccentric. They're kind of odd. They're a little quirky. So it's kind of a play off that. And then eccentric in the exercise physiology context is the lengthening portion of a muscle contraction under load. So for a bicep curl, this is the concentric when you're shortening your bicep. And as I'm letting the weight come down, that's the eccentric. And there's a lot of data out there that says controlling your eccentric and getting into a really good stretch at the bottom is good for muscle growth. Maybe even better slightly than concentric. You still probably just do both, right? But that's what I say. So it's kind of a play off of that. Eccentric as in like the muscle movement scientist. 2,600 calories a day and nothing is changing. You have to eat more calories, man. That's it. There's no getting around physics. You're just not eating enough food. If you're like really trying to put on weight, add a couple glasses of whole milk to your diet. That'll take you from 2,600 to 3,100, 3,200 calories a day with just 2 glasses of maybe 12 or 16 ounce whole milk. Adds a bunch of calories to your diet. You will start gaining weight if you eat enough food. There's no getting around it. It's physics. Sanjay, I'm 5'10", 5'10", and 155 pounds. Oh, Zach, you're gonna be a content creator? Kinesiology always reminds me of Joel Seedman. Like doing lengthened partials at the end of a set. Feels good to me. Might grow a little bit more muscle. I can't eat enough food to gain weight. If I tried, I would just have way more energy. I'm not sure I know what you mean. It's not like food. Food will give you energy to a certain level, but in a surplus, like there's a diminishing effect of the amount of energy that food will bring you. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. If you're eating 3,500 calories a day and you're just barely gaining weight, that's what you need to gain weight. No thanks. If I did create an account, it would be asthma or something related. Although I'd need a microphone. True that. I want that issue. Let's trade. All right. Let's get some. What's the word? Shoulders. That's the word. Sorry, last night sleep was particularly bad. It didn't feel like that much more disruptive with the young lad, but I'm beat. Absolutely beat. Debbie, hello. It's been a minute. Good to see you. Trump won the election. What impact it will lead to America on social political sphere? Yeah, Sanjay, we don't really discuss politics on here. I know that you're one of the good faith actors on the stream, whereas there are quite a few that kind of jump in here that are not. Present company notwithstanding, obviously. But I'm gonna leave that one. Why do you pronounce asthma as asthma? I don't think I pronounce it as asthma. I say asthma. ASMR. Sup? Debbie sounding hip today. Baby's good. He's chilling. He's doing good. Normal troubleshooting with little kids going on, but otherwise he's pretty good. Starting to sleep more than 2 hours a night, which is good. Mostly for my partner, because she's the one that ends up taking most of the hit on that. I'm awake, but I'm not like active, you know? Very excited. Having a date with the lady at our favorite Mexican food place tonight for a little celebration. Celebrating a birthday. Sleep will never be the same again. Yeah, I hope not. I've heard that a lot, but I also know I have friends who get pretty good sleep, and they're, you know, into the toddler years with multiple kids, and I don't know. It just depends. I think some people don't prioritize sleep, so they, you know, as the adult, your kids go to bed earlier, and then if you feel like you're entitled to that alone time, you have to realize that you're essentially, I don't know, trading off the sleep. So if you went to bed earlier, you could get sleep, I guess. But having had many kids before, I understand not wanting to make that trade-off. Just different maybe for moms, yeah. How are your kiddos, Debbie? All right. That'll be the working weight. What are you doing? What are you going to get for dinner? Mexican food. I'm going to do probably some birria tacos. It's one of my favorite splurges at one of our favorite Mexican restaurants. So we are celebrating a birthday today. Yep. I don't want to like give a specific date for my birthday for obvious reasons, but we are celebrating my birthday. I almost, as a joke, put cake day on cake day, like working out glutes on your birthday. Anyways, kind of lame. I have a son. He's great. I admire him and adore him. That's amazing. I'm glad. Thank you, guys. What kind of taco? It's called a birria or birria. I think I've heard a Spanish-speaking individual call it birria. And it's like a slow-cooked meat. They do sort of like almost like a sort of a stew or a roast-like sort of thing. It's birria, and then they put cheese in with it and put it in a taco or a a corn tortilla. Put it together, and then they fry it in sort of the birria juice, and then you have a dipping sauce on the side, kind of like an au jus almost. It's amazing. It's a little bit greasy. Like if you can't handle greasy, probably won't be your thing, but it's one of my favorites for a splurge. I don't have it very often, but pretty good stuff. It's my birthday is sometime plus or minus a week or so. We'll say that. For a few weeks, looks like you missed us too soon. That's true, Naz. Good to see you again. Yep, had one set of family leave yesterday, and another set coming in pretty soon. So I'll have maybe 1 or 2 streams. One or 2 streams before I'm off for another week. I've been eating so much food though the last couple days. I logged my food and I had 3 days that were over 3,000 calories per day. So the bulk is going very well, unfortunately. Just kidding. So regardless, November. Oh, plus or minus 2 weeks, we'll say. It's Nash, she's alive, it's true. Lots of leaves to rake. Oof, yeah, same here. I'm gonna run them over with the mower though instead. It's good for the ground. I don't pick up my leaves, I just chop them up. Sanjay, I think you asked about hair loss. Is balding genetic or due to some other issues? It's both, but the primary driver is genetics. Yeah, it's pretty much genetics is going to dictate your biochemistry. Your biochemistry dictates when, how much, how severely, or if at all, your hair falls out. So that's the biggest driver. There are other exacerbating factors like stress and sort of non-genetic related, non-hereditary genetically related biochemistry issues. So, well, happy birthday to the lucky person that's aging, whoever it is. It is me. We're celebrating today. Birthday's plus or minus 2 weeks from from today. Yes, the tacos are really nice. Slow cooked lamb with this dipping sauce, amazing. I don't know if it's lamb. Yeah, maybe it is lamb. That could be. Yes, but we are having a treat. Going on a date, taking the young lad. It should be fun. I've been pushing more new engine. Yeah, I've done that. Stu, what's up? Such that I can wish you with my dearest wishing. Thank you, Sanjay. That's very nice. I'll work out your birthday test somehow. Work out my birthday? I don't know what you mean. Favorite ice cream, Stu? I would have to say butter pecan. Did I do this side already? Facing away from you guys? Dang. I don't remember. Well, we're going to do it anyways. What's your guys' favorite ice cream? I think I did do this side. All right. Have a wonderful dinner celebration. I'll try big hugs, my friend. Thank you, Debbie. Appreciate that. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care of yourself. Until I'll find out when my birthday is. Oh, okay. Don't stalk me, please. Uh, 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 ooh, that burns. When I ate there, it was vanilla plain. Oh, well, it's only seen as plain because it's the default flavor. It's true. That is true. I like chocolate brownie ice cream that has brownie bits inside, but I've heard it, warm chocolate brownie with 1 scoop of vanilla ice cream. That's pretty much the only way I'll, so I'm not a fan of chocolate. Isn't that crazy? I know people are like, wait, what is wrong with you? I'm not a fan of chocolate. I do like it with cake with a vanilla icing, or frosting rather. So like a red velvet or a nice moist chocolate cake is really good. So yeah. Pro Gamer, if I had a super chat, I'd send you two pounds for your birthday. Well, that's awfully nice of you. Exclude that DNA string pattern from genes that is responsible for baldness. Could we get away from baldness? Yeah, I know they're trying to figure out some therapy. I think at some level we'll be able to do gene editing pretty much across the board at some point, but I don't know that we're that close to it currently. That burns. I didn't call them euros. I had to think about it. Cookie dough ice cream is my favorite. Yeah. There was one place that I found. I was working in California, and they had a brown butter almond ice cream. Brown butter almond, I think. And it was amazing. It was like the best ice cream I've ever had. I haven't seen it since though. Going later to a Turkish restaurant, also one of my favorite types of food, to have a meal with my sister. How nice is that? See you, gamer. Sorry about that. Love the salads the Turks make. Lots of flavor. Yes, 100%. They're super green. Really refreshing. Good flavor. There was a Turkish place near the school I went to in university. That was really good. That was amazing. So I'm happy for you. That's awesome. You get to sync up with your sister and have a meal. Nice. Vegan ice cream, at least I've tried, sucks. The only alternative I've tried is Trader Joe's chocolate mini cones. Okay, interesting. Sanjay, no, my channel is not monetized yet. Although, interestingly enough, the 3 days or 4 days that I wasn't streaming were the highest watch hours, which is what you need to get, be a partner on YouTube. So like for reference, I had streamed since what, August, maybe something like that. And each stream would get between like one and like 8 watch hours. And so like you put a bunch of those together and it's like, it's going to take forever. You have to hit 3,000 watch hours to become a partner. So I was like, oh, this is going to take forever. And then the last week of the streams went really well. Like that long guitar stream I did got like 70 watch hours that night. And then it's gotten over 170 since, which is really weird for the analytics on the channel. So I'm like in the last 28 days, I've had almost 900 watch hours, which is like over 2,000% more than what it has been. So it's going, people I guess are watching the streams after they're published, and so contributing to the watch hours. And anyways, I think you meant brown sugar, LOL, brown butter. No, I do mean brown butter. So if you put butter in a pan on low heat and it browns, it has a completely different flavor profile, and it's a little bit nutty and kind of almost caramelized. So they brown the butter and put it in the ice cream. So I did mean brown butter, brittle, almond brittle, something. Never tried Turkish food. There's no place around here that I know of. There's an Ethiopian restaurant I'll try though. Yeah, absolutely. Dren, welcome to the stream. How much protein are you having in a day? I aim for about my body weight in protein in grams. You know, the research has at least 0.72 is where an optimal amount of protein, grams per pound of body weight, 0.72. And I'll, you know, if you want to kind of bulletproof the analysis there, 0.8 grams would get you more than enough per day. Just for sake of ease, I kind of shoot for my body weight. So I'm eating around 150 grams of protein per day. OMG, Tess, I watched your live yesterday. Haha, so funny. You were about to slip and redeem yourself. Your reaction was so quick. Very good reflexes. When was that? You mean like physically slip? Was I about to fall? I don't remember. I was about to slip. Was I on the chair, the seat thing? Like the rolling seat? That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. Anyways. That burns. Oh, that burns. Is you're sitting on a seat while it's doing your maintenance. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I'm sure there are a couple times where I was about to fall off the seat. The driveway is sloped backwards. And so that wasn't helping either. It's Ethiopian food is often vegan. I believe they eat vegan on certain days. Oh, okay. At least common to do so. Similar to Indian food, I've heard, and love Indian food. Yeah, Indian food's great. Love. We had butter chicken last night with some naan and a salad that I've never had. It was like kale and chickpeas and cherry tomatoes, and then some thick sauce, kind of that bound it together. It was amazing. It was really good. Then how could I pay you for your birthday gift? Sanjay, that's awfully nice of you. Save your money and put it towards your retirement fund or into good food for yourself. I appreciate it though. Ordering starters and desserts or straight to the main? Yeah, I don't usually order starters, to be honest. I don't, you know, like sometimes when I'm really hungry, I'll order a starter and then I end up regretting it because I don't eat that much in a single meal. And so don't usually get starters unless my partner's really hungry and I'm really hungry, and then we both kind of share it. So no starters here, but I'll probably get dessert. We like to share a little churros. They have some ice cream with churros on top, and that's kind of our special occasion celebration dessert. So we'll probably do that. Thanks, Sanjay. That's very kind of you. I had put a buy me a coffee link in the channel, but I think it's broken. Like it doesn't take you anywhere. So yeah, or at least that's what it looks like on my end. One of you guys could probably click on it and let me know, but it says 404 not found when I click on it. So whatever. He has a Philippines fund, so maybe you contribute to this. I have your guys' favorite drink, 0.00002% coconut water. That I just spilled on myself. Gross. So you guys have to do me a favor and look up a song. The song is called, I think it's called "The Future Is a Foreign Land," and the artist is Ghost. So "The Future Is a Foreign Land" by Ghost. Ghost is a Swedish metal band. The song is not metal at all. It's more like oldies, classic rock almost vibe. But you guys have to let me know what you think about it. It's kind of like a social commentary song, but I've had it in my head. Since the U.S. elections. There was a whole text chat with my friends, and we were all sending songs for various reasons. I sent that one. So look up "The Future Is a Foreign Land" by Ghost and let me know what you guys think about it. Maybe next stream. Yes, the Buy Me a Coffee is broke. Oh, Mass. Okay, gotcha. Well, thank you for letting me know. Bro, don't have Indian foods. They are oily, very spicy, and not healthy. You would have to define what about that cuisine is intrinsically unhealthy, Sanjay. I think, for the most part, food that is eaten on a regular basis is not, strictly speaking, unhealthy. It's really just food eaten in a consistent excess, a calorie surplus, that you start to depose fat and have biomarker issues, blood marker issues. Certainly, like if you're eating fried foods all the time, the reheating of the oils can be problematic. But there's a lot of literature out there that says oils are actually really good for your health. They're good for lowering LDL and HDL. Good for cholesterol. That's what I'm trying to say. Seed oils. There's a whole don't eat seed oils things. And the literature doesn't prove that. And the only thing that is very clear is that reheating of oils, like they do at a fast food restaurant with fries, reheating the oils, they've tested those in human randomized control trials, and they appear to be pretty unhealthy on the bias. So I don't know that I would characterize Indian food as unhealthy personally, but happy to have a conversation about it. Tell us about the new toilet you installed that is made by AI. Did I have fun? That sounds a little spicy there, Naz. Fun on the toilet? I don't think so. Indian foods can be healthy just like any other cuisine. Yes, I agree. The toilet's great. Fantastic. It's very nice. Fancy toilet. Nicest toilet we've ever had. And my partner likes it too, so that's what counts. Vivian, we don't talk politics in here. Happy to have you contribute to the conversation in a constructive way, but there is a massive graveyard of people that insist on talking politics in the banned list. So the heated seat sounds fun. It's every time I use it, it's a surprise, Naz. I sit down and I'm like, oh, that's right, it's heated. It's kind of weird. That and the water. The water is also heated. I voted for Boris Johnson. This time around, do you mean? I don't think he was on the ballot. I'm getting tacos for dinner. It's not technically authentic Mexican. Tacos are Mexican, even if they're from Taco Bell, you know? Honestly, whenever I'm traveling, I always want to find a Thai food and a Mexican food restaurant. Ugh. And whenever I find a Mexican restaurant, the first thing I do is order their street tacos. If they have good street tacos, I'll go back. If they can't make Mexican street tacos well, I probably won't. I'll probably be searching for a different place to eat. I meant the place itself. It's called Condado Tacos. How'd you read that wrong? Condado? Condado. Yeah, Zach was in here talking about testicles earlier. It was really something. At least, sorry, Zach. Tentacles, not the other thing. At least you know what to install if your family members, like elderly, have health issues, can benefit from this. Well, true. I may also consider this for my mom's knee, knee arthritis. Oh, okay, interesting. I know they make different toilet heights. In the U.S., we call it comfort height, where the toilet sits up higher, so it's less of a, kind of getting onto the toilet is less of an ask. Bro, fat content are high in Indian food that could lead to heart disease. So you'd have to parse that out. Fats are not bad for your health, particularly the monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. There's even some research that suggests that saturated fats aren't necessarily bad for heart health. That was the trope, about a decade or so ago. But you'd have to prove that. We definitely do know that being at a high fat percentage is probably not good for your cardiovascular health, and so eating in a calorie surplus, which can be aided by lots of fats, because fats are the most calorically dense per gram, by almost double, I believe, of proteins, and so if you ate a lot of fats, more than likely you're in a calorie surplus, and then like if you become obese, that's definitely not good for your overall health. The literature is pretty clear on that, but fats themselves are not bad for your health when eaten in moderation, along with the rest of a well-balanced diet. So, any supraspinatus rehab, Jeremiah? Yes, I want to say we talked about this a few streams ago. So supraspinatus is one of the muscles in the rotator cuff. And I did right side rotator cuff and biceps tendinopathy therapy, which went pretty well. So yeah, there's lots of resources out there. I would probably Google it and or see a physiotherapist. Oh, sorry, Zach, tentacles. That's my bad. For my octopus tattoo, right? You wouldn't want the other thing on your octopus tattoo. I agree with one thing regarding Indian foods. You heard of the Desi belly. This is basically Desi, Indian population with bigger bellies due to Indian foods. There's a link between South Asian people and heart disease, diabetes, etc. due to diet. Interesting. I haven't heard of that. I'll have to look that up, Nas. I've never heard that phrase before. Joey, how's the elbow tendonitis? It's okay. I mean, it's the interior side, and I just try to work around it. I can't really do any overhead triceps work. That really bothers it. So unfortunately, I'm kind of stuck doing non-overhead work, so tricep extensions, cobra push-ups. So I don't know. I don't know if my triceps are lagging behind technically, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm getting old. I got to work around it. You turn 30 and you're just about dead. Just ask Nas. Just kidding. We all know that you're super healthy. You are right. Saturated fats are bad, like coconut oil. No, unsaturated fats are good as they are vegetable oils. Oh man, no, you have to articulate that argument better, in my opinion, Sanjay. Like I said, there's research out there that says that saturated fats aren't even bad for you. Here's an example of a possible misinterpretation of a mechanism. Um, yes, I know, Naz. You know I'm just messing with you. So mechanistically, a lot of people want to say this thing does X action. So here's a ridiculous example. If you drink, don't do this, not recommended, none of this, but just as like take it to the extreme as an illustration, and then we'll pull it back. If you drink a gallon of bleach, you're going to die. That's a mechanism, right? Like bleach equals death, right? Again, don't do that. Don't even do a little. Don't smell it. Don't none of that. So that's a mechanism. Bleach causes death, right? So a lot of people would like to say, okay, so Ozempic, the GLP-1 agonist, third generation, second generation GLP-1 agonist, Ozempic, causes lean tissue loss. So they kind of break tissue loss into two categories. There's fat mass, which is what it sounds like, actual adipose. And then there's fat-free mass, which is essentially the mass not related to adipose deposition. And so, never believe it's not. Is that the Ozempic song? That sounds like an Ozempic song. That's like the Jardians. Take One's Daily Jardians. Oh, that song. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, so fat mass and fat-free mass. So you can measure both of these things. And a lot of people will say, oh, taking Ozempic causes a significant decrease in fat-free mass, which would be like mostly skeletal muscle, which most people don't want to lose. They want to keep their muscle and lose their fat, right? And so Ozempic, they got it from a lizard. They found this protein in a lizard that allows the lizard to go a really long time in between eating meals. So they thought, this sounds like a good idea for humans that are particularly obese that want to lose weight. We can help them by crushing their diet. That's the GLP-1 agonist. So Ozempic, in essence, very simply, makes you less hungry. So less hungry means less food. Less food means fewer calories. Fewer calories means there's a good chance you're in a deficit, a calorie deficit, and not a surplus. Well, what else happens in a deficit? You start shedding tissue. Like you start shedding fat mass for sure, but you're also going to shed fat-free mass. But that's not really like a hallmark of Ozempic itself. That's a hallmark of the physiology related to shedding fat mass and fat-free mass. If I was to drop into a deficit, a 500 calorie deficit, I would start losing muscle along with losing fat, right? So part of the reason when I'm doing a cut and I'm dropping my calories down, you have to train really hard on a cut. Your training's still close to failure to try to maintain your muscle. You're not, unless you're recomposing and you're kind of new to lifting, you're not really gaining muscle and losing fat at the same time. Maybe marginally, but probably not. And so if you're not training, like if you're taking Ozempic and you're in a fat or a calorie deficit for weeks or months on end, like yes, you're going to lose fat mass and fat-free mass. You're going to lose muscle. So what you could do is decide to make a lifestyle change and train while you're doing the Ozempic. So then you're in a calorie deficit and you're training, and you may build a little bit of muscularity if you've never done it before, or if you have been training, you'll maintain some of that muscle. So I think people tend to assign the mechanism improperly all the way across the literature and across science. They go, oh, this thing causes this, when in reality, Ozempic causes satiety. That's the mechanism. The GLP-1 agonist causes your body to say, I don't need as much food anymore. And that has its own downstream effects. And so Ozempic doesn't make you lose muscle. If you were to train and support yourself with high protein, you probably really wouldn't lose that much fat-free mass if you went on Ozempic, and you would still lose fat mass. Sammy. Anyways, that was the whole thing. I wanted to get Ozempic at first, but I couldn't because I'm not a diabetic. Yeah, I didn't know that, Zach. You had mentioned that a month or two ago on the stream, and I didn't know that. Steve Bro, losing fat mass start from which phases? Losing carbohydrates, proteins, or fat in the body? Losing fat mass start from which phase? I'm not sure I know what you mean. So your macros, carbohydrates, protein, and fat, those are your 3 macros. If you were to count your calories, you start losing tissue when you're in a deficit. When you're eating fewer calories than your body needs to expend during the day, you're going to start losing tissue. So Sanjay calls me Steve because he said one day on stream that I look like Captain America, who is played by Chris Evans and whose name is Steve Rogers. So Sanjay either calls me Roger or Steve because he thinks I look like Captain America. So there you go. Who the heck is Steve? That's funny. That's funny. See, Zach knew. Zach must have been around for that conversation. Steve Rogers. Yeah, we got some jokes and nicknames for you. It's true. It's true. Well, hey, at least you know that I'll be good-natured about it. Unless I don't know you and you're coming into troll immediately, and then I'm going to ban you. But you guys, you're all safe. You can come up with whatever nicknames you want. Within reason. Oh, Zach, you didn't know either. There you go. Now you have the background. All right, Sammy. We're going to have to kick out of here pretty soon. I got to finish up work, take a shower, and then have an early date. So thank you guys for joining as usual. It's good to have you. It's good to see you guys again, the regulars. Like I said, probably be on tomorrow. Possibly Sunday as well. We'll see. I'm going to try to get some work on the truck in. See if I can stream that. But yeah, hopefully on tomorrow and or Sunday. And then geeky white guy. What's up, Tootie? Joining last minute here. Good to see you. So yeah, see if I'll get a stream in tomorrow and Sunday, possibly. And Chris brother taking leave. Chris Evans. I'm gonna have to explain this to Nas. Every time Sanjay calls me Chris, Evans, Steve, or Roger, I'm gonna re-explain it. You guys got to come up with a nickname for Sammy. Enjoy your day meal, eat well, treat the missus, feed her a big brownie on us. Nice. Nice. I will. That sounds like a plan. What was the other thing I was going to say? I don't remember. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Appreciate that. I'll see you guys on the next one. See you.